Hey YouTube, so here's a video on throwing the kunai, alright? Now the first thing you probably notice about a kunai is the signature ring shape, alright? Which allows you to spin the knife. But in throwing, it also adds a very versatile aspect to it, alright? Now when you're doing rotational throws by the handle, alright, this is where the knife's ring really comes into play, okay? You can use this to make the knife much more versatile for one spin or 360-degree throws, okay? If you want to get it closer to the target, you can grab the ring, alright, add wrist flick, alright, when you're closer to the target. Or if you want to throw from farther back, you grab up on the handle like this, okay? And now when you release the knife, okay, the ring is going to slow the knife's release down, okay? This in turn will slow down the rotation, okay? It's going to be a much longer rotation than if you're up close grabbing by the ring. This allows you to throw from farther back, alright? So depending on where you are, closer, farther away from the target, you can adjust the grip on your knife to get a good point forward impact, okay? Now for half spin, it's a good throw for half spin. This particular knife is fairly sharp, so that can be, you gotta be careful. No spin, you can do no spin. I'm not very good at no spin with kunai. Usually because I do like a thorn style and the index finger, alright, when I stroke it down, it runs a problem with the ring, but you can do it. Some people like to grab it like this, throw it flat, sort of like a shuriken style throw, and that'll work too. Alright, let's get to throwing. Alright, as is the case with most of my throwing, I'm going to start up closer to the target, and move my way back. Now, I'm going to be gripping the knife, okay, by the ring here, and I'm going to use a lot of wrist flick, just get this thing spinning fast so I can stick it. One spin. That's just a little over 2.5 yards, okay? That's very close for your 360-degree throw. One spin. Step back a little bit farther. Now the first throw I had my index finger and middle finger like that. This one I'm probably going to move up just a little bit. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to move back a little bit. Here's the grip I'm using. Alright, I'm going to throw from about as far back as I can now. The grip I'm using, okay, as you can see, my pinky finger is all the way above the ring, and my index finger is up on the blade a little bit. Now, be careful if your knife has an edge on it, but I like to do this because I can feel the knife coming out of my hand and have a good idea of where it's going, okay? Also, if you're going to throw a chain of style and you want to lock it out, alright, so the knife releases and you can point at the target, okay, works very well for that. Alright, as you can see, it hit kind of low, but I forgot to mention something. If you ever want to slow down the spin on your knife, just grab it a little bit harder. I've mentioned this before. If you pinch the knife harder, it's going to slow down the rotation so you can get farther back. If you loosen up the grip, you can throw from farther back, but it's a lot easier if you just tighten up a little bit. Alright, here's a little video of me doing a drill I enjoy. You start out basically at point blank, and then you throw and you take a step back after every throw. This will teach you to judge distance and give you a basic idea of how hard it can be from throwing from various distances without a marker. That's not. Alright, hopefully that last video gave you a good idea of how versatile throwing with a kunai can be. So now I'm going to move on to another part of the comment that's basically asking on how can I judge distances. Alright, now as a beginner I would recommend marking out 20 feet, okay, from your target, and then start to learn that you can throw, just for example, that you can throw a good one rotational throw from 16 feet or half rotation from 14. Those are just examples, alright? But you start to learn where you can throw consistently by half spin and full spin, alright? And then you can learn certain tricks to slow down or speed up the rotation, which is going to allow you either to get closer or farther away from the target. Like, say one trick would be to, if you want to get closer to the target, grab farther down, either with it, be it either the point or by the handle. If you grab farther down, it's going to spin faster, alright? Another tip, if you grip the knife harder, alright, it's going to spin slower, so you get farther back. So here's some other tips. Releasing the knife flat will cause it to spin slower. And these tips will allow you to throw from different distances, alright? You're still going to have to judge the different distance, alright? And that'll come with practice, alright? If I, throw regularly, I can look at a target, say that log right there that I have my knife stuck in, okay? I could hit that right now by using a one rotational throw, grabbing the ring, or I could grab the blade and stick it that way. Either one. It just comes with practice, alright? So when you throw enough, you'll get an idea of what's 16 feet, what's 10 feet, etc. Okay? Now, as you can see, I don't really have any markers marking where I throw from. Like, there's no half spin marker, one full spin. Alright? I do use markers when I'm throwing from 1 1/2 and 2 rotation throws, but other than that, I don't really need them. Okay? Now one thing I will mention, alright, if you're going to throw and you want to learn how to be able to judge distances really well, I recommend every now and then, swapping out the targets you throw at. Okay, because you'll get in the habit of, like, say for instance, the end of the shed. I might, get in the habit of thinking that, oh, this is my one spin throw, even though it's not an actual marked distance. So you kind of have to, mix it up a little bit, so you can really get good at judging the distances. I'm sorry I don't have much more advice on that. It's really kind of a hard topic. It's one of the things you got to practice at a lot. But if you do have any more questions, please let me know, and thanks for watching the video.